Today we take a look at the lever action drum pump. So we got our instructions. So the polypropylene models, they both have polypropylene, but the reinforced one is reinforced with glass. The R490S is manufactured with PPS Riton. We got 3 models here. It does say that they all use Viton seals, which is very important. Those are going to be very good for chemical resistance. Basically, anytime I get an O-ring, anything like that, I want to stay away from the Buna end. If I'm going to be dealing with chemicals, I want to be using Viton. So I'm glad they use that. So we have got our spout. We got a couple of screws and lock nuts. We got our stem, and that is extendable. Looks like we have an extension. We got our pump, and we've got our pump handle. So it looks like there are 3 different slots that you can put this bar on. So that is going to change the amount of pressure that you have to put on it in order to get it to pump versus the amount of distance that you can throw. So if you're using a very thin liquid, you could use this guy right here. If you're using a thick liquid, you can use this guy right here. If you do that, you'll get a shorter throw, but you'll get a lot more leverage. If you're not really sure, just use the one in the middle where apparently it starts at, and you'll be good to go. I am going to be using a full-size 55-gallon drum, so I'm going to use the extension and thread that into the bottom of the pump. At the bottom of the pump, we can see that we do have 2 different styles of threads depending on the style of drum that we're going to be attaching it to. On the top, we've got this nut, so we can drop our spout on there and then thread the nut back on. So the nice thing about that is we can spin that nozzle to go whichever direction we want. So the last thing is the handle. We're going to use those bolts that were in that bag. And on the other side, we drop on our nylon lock nuts. And because those are nylon lock nuts, that means we do not have to squeeze those down. The nylon is going to hold that in place, so we just basically need to get it started. Okay, so that is fully assembled. Yeah, that is a very nice flow. Overall, that is a very nice pump.